Hello there. So, I just got back into Tarkov, and I'm pretty sure wipe was not too recent ago, but patch point 14, and I feel like some settings have changed because my game feels, frankly, a lot smoother than before, which is something I would not say for Battle State games because the optimization in this game is overall pretty horrible, and it still is, don't get me wrong, but I feel like some things have gotten better. So here are some updated settings and some things I changed from my last settings video. So in the game tab, um, nothing really matters here except for these two options and FOV. So automatic RAM cleaner, I've never used it. I have 32 gigabytes. I don't think you should use it unless you have below 16 gigabytes. Only use physical cores. This was a huge topic back then when I was playing, and I think it still is now. It's something about hyperthreading with the CPUs. But I don't like personally. I don't notice a single difference with it on or off. So I just keep it off because why would you not want to use hyperthreading? I know some people go into the detail about how hyperthreading is horrible for games and whatnot, but like for 1 or 2 FPS, I don't notice too much difference. So I just keep it off, but experiment with it. It's really subjective. Um, some people experience a lot of uh, performance increase with it on, and some people don't. For head bobbing, I keep it on a minimum just because this is personal preference. I don't like my head going around. And I put my FOV on max because I value visibility and knowledge over anything. So in graphics, I keep of course, you always want to play on your native res. If you're 1440p, play on 1440p. If you're 4K, play on 4K, but I don't know why you would be gaming on a 4K monitor. Keep the screen mode on full screen, aspect ratio, whatever your native res is, and I keep my and just play on what monitor you want your monitor to display. Um, for texture quality, I put it on low. I put everything on low because, like, although I have a 6800 XT, it's not a bad graphics card. I don't like. I just don't like a good looking game because I always have this. I always want more FPS, but although that's not necessarily gonna come with putting all your graphics on low. This is how I've been playing games my whole life, so I just put everything on low. But feel free to turn textures up. I don't think it has quite an impact unless you're running short on VRAM. So if you have like 16 gigabytes or less, you might want to consider medium or low. I put shadows on low because I don't need shadows. Okay, here's the thing. Object LED quality. If you put it on anything below 2.5, if you look at some videos on the internet, it the game looks very like choppy and things don't render incorrectly. So 2.5 seems to be at the sweet spot between FPS and visibility, so keep it there. I put my overall visibility at 2500, although I think it's recommended to be at 1500 for most systems, but since my system isn't that bad, and again, like I said, I value visibility over anything, I think keeping at 2500 would be great. And I don't think this has an impact on FPS at all. I noticed when I put it up at 3000 that my GPU ran hotter, but I didn't necessarily lose FPS. Anti-aliasing, I put it off. Although if you do value some visual like visual quality, not like visual advantage, like then sure turn it on because it'll make the game look better. Keep resampling 1x off. Anything above that makes the game look like a pixel gun basically. Um, unless you're running high resolutions like 1440p and above and you're struggling for FPS, I want to use any of these options even if you have NVIDIA DLSS because you want like I said in Tarkov, visual quality is what like not visual quality, like visual advantage is what matters. Like it's all about what you see on your screen. So any generated image will downscale that. Like even though it says it's gonna be as close as to native as it can be, it's still gonna be a bit worse than native. I don't use HBO. I used to use HBAO, but I just turned it off now. Don't use screen space reflections if you're looking for FPS, and I turn anisotropic filtering off as well. Sharpening, I keep on 0.6. I'm pretty sure this is the game default. I just don't mess with it. Now, I don't use MIP streaming because I think if you watched GigaBeef's video, it's currently broken or something like that, and I don't think anyone needs to use MIP streaming unless you're suffering with low RAM and VRAM. Now all these options down here I turn off because I don't need it, but you might want to consider Streets Tarkov lower texture resolution mode if you run that map, because I know it's a pain on for FPS, but I don't play it, so I turn everything off here. Now to post effects, these are the settings that I posted a while back, and I still think they're the best because it just makes the game look so much better. Without it on, I don't even know what I'm playing, so check it out. Brightness 0, saturation 71, clarity 50, color focus 86. I did turn down luma sharpen a little bit, adaptive sharpen 10. Again, Amelia, I feel like this is just the best. 100 intensity, and I don't use any color bomb. And yeah, that's it.